This year marks the 80th anniversary of D-Day. Our exhibition D-Day, A Portsmouth Story, brings to life memories and stories of what happened during that time. Here at Fort Nelson, on top of Portsdown Hill, we have amazing views of both Portsmouth Harbour, where hundreds of ships left on the 6th of June 1944, and of Southwark House, where Operation Overlord was planned.
Fort Nelson's a really interesting place. It's been a key part of the history of the area for over 150 years, not just in the Second World War, but going further back to Victorian times. And you've got the National or Royal Collection of Artillery here as well. So it's almost two museums in one, if you like.
Artillery played a vital role throughout D-Day. You can see the self-propelled gun behind me. This landed in the first wave and was then involved in the whole operation of the breakout of Normandy. Other guns were all equally important, so they played a vital role all the way through.
We are very, very lucky to have materials provided to us from the D-Day story, the National Museum of the Royal Navy, the Imperial War Museum, and also the local paper, The News.
There's 10 silhouettes scattered all over the fort. They all represent a different individual who was an eyewitness or connected to D-Day and the Second World War. It's a snapshot into what I think is a really interesting period in time.
Dad would always say, coming in, the noise was absolutely deafening. You could hear the sound of rifle bolts being pulled back, the noise from the battleships, the smoke on the beaches, and when the ramp went down on the landing craft, absolutely horrific for him. And I feel privileged that Fort Nelson here have decided that they can use my father as part of this exhibition. Total hero to me, totally a hero, always will be.
I really like the story of Victor Stewart. He's the founder of the News photographic department. It's a snapshot of D-Day in one of the most complete ways I've ever seen. You can see all of the different photographs that he took in the exhibition as well.
It's vitally important to mark D-Day because of the significance it had in World War II and just the sheer size of the operation.
Because it's so special and so unique, it shows bravery, discipline and camaraderie in a way that few events in history do.
It's so important to mark D-Day because it's a really important part of our history, and we should remember what happened and we should remember the outcome of that.
And it's something that should never ever be forgotten.
We really look forward to welcoming you here at Fort Nelson.